Hey, so it's Friday morning, 5 o'clock, and I'm traveling down to my hometown for an emergency purpose. So it's been close to 1.5 years that I've traveled down to, a different state altogether. So it's going to be a new experience. I'm going to cover a lot of district in Karnataka, and going to reach Kannur, which is my hometown, which is in Kerala. So let's see how it's going to be. So I will show you what exactly that we see on the road. If there are any roadblocks or if there are any police checking and things like that. So we'll show you that. Yeah. So stay tuned. We have packed and prepared our food, which includes lunch and breakfast. We have also taken a good amount of water and paper plates to avoid any additional human interactions. We have also taken sanitizers and surface spray to make sure the places like restroom are sanitized to be used further. So things to be careful, especially when you're taking a car or when you're traveling by road, is that on the previous night itself you make sure, or the previous day itself you make sure the proper petrol is being checked. It's filled. The pressure is there, the proper pressure for a car, and make sure the car is actually cleaned, so that you can be relaxed. And or probably what you can try to do is, like, if you have luggage that you need to put in, please make sure you do it on the previous day itself, so that you can be relaxed and then travel free, right? You don't have to get up early in the morning and then you're tired and all of those things. You can freshen up in the morning, take a bath, do your regular course, and then travel down, relax and travel down. Yeah.
Everyone is wearing mask because we don't know what's gonna happen on the way. Last time we got caught. Everybody is ready.
So it's a Friday morning. Can you imagine? It's so traffic, so much of traffic at this particular point of time. What I believe is, since it's a partial lockdown that happens on a Saturday and Sunday, so people are tending to travel down to wherever they want to travel on Friday. I believe that might be one of the reasons why we have a lot of vehicle on the road at this particular point of time. So we have reached the first toll gate. This is the Nilamangala toll gate. Usually this used to have a lot of vehicle, but it's kind of free today. Good. We are in Chennai Patna, and we're just planning to take our first break. So we're gonna have breakfast and we'll start from here. Yeah, so we took our first break. So dad and mom is sitting on behind, and we're gonna have a breakfast. So we made idli upma. That is what we're gonna have now. It's like homemade dish. So we have crossed Chennai Patna, and we are going through small village, and what we see over here is nobody's wearing mask. Yeah, here and there we see people wearing masks, but other than that, just hardly we see people wearing any mask. Not sure if people are even aware that there is COVID around the world. The way to Kannur, we have a forest section and a guard section. So what you see right now is Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, Nagarhole Forest. So now we are going to enter the Mysore Talasheri road. What do you see is monkeys. So we have entered the guard section. We are still in the guard section. So we are almost entering Kerala. So the place is called Makuta. Thanks, Appa. So I believe that we might have a check. So there is a check post here, close by, and seems like if you're actually coming down to Karnataka again from Kerala, you would have to take the RT-PCR test. So please make sure whatever that you see online might not be true. So better you take the RT-PCR test even if you're coming back from any of the states to Karnataka. Please make sure you take the RT-PCR test by road. So we are crossing the check post now. Let's see if people are asking for any. So as you can see, people are checking going on. So what you saw a couple of seconds back is there is a doctor, there are police, they're doing all the tests, checking all the documents, and they are allowing you to cross the border. So that is basically the border for Karnataka, and the Kerala border would come in a couple of minutes now, at any time. So one good thing that I liked after entering Kerala is the kind of roads that we have over here is amazing roads. It's so smooth. Wish we have similar roads in Bangalore as well. I mean, life would have been much better for people instead of going through all the pain. So hey all, so it's around 1:15 now. So I've reached around like 10 minutes back, and I've not seen my granny in last 1.5 years, close to. So I will show my granny now. Mama, ba. Hi, Bara.
Hi.
Yeah, so that's my granny. So I will let you know the experience what I had. So since I started pretty early, around like 5:35, 5:40ish, we were actually able to reach within 6.5 hours of time frame. And to tell you about the experience that we had, it was actually pretty nice. The roads were actually good after reaching Kerala, I would say, but on the way the roads were not that great comparatively, but we saw that there was a lot of patches and potholes which was there, and a couple of places they were actually fixing the roads as well. So I believe that when we come back things would be much better. And with regards to the people on the road, while traveling across different districts in Karnataka, so what we have identified or what we have noticed is the things are actually open till 11:30ish. That's what we came to know. So till 11:30ish, the shops are open. And Coorg or Kodag is one of the places where in which there are a lot of cases which is there. So a lot of strictness in that place. So we had to go through that district as well. And with regards to the testing, the good thing is like we have actually taken the test 2 days prior, and immediately after crossing the border, which is called the Makuta Bridge. So that's basically the bifurcation between Kerala and Karnataka. So after crossing the border, you basically have to, it's kind of a path where in which you take a left or take a right. And what happens is for us to go, we would have to take a left. And immediately once we taken a left, there were police folks and things like that. So they stopped us. They actually asked us to check where you're coming from, how many days you're gonna be, and then things like that. They also looked at all your what is called luggage and things like that. This was basically not a test. What to say, the normal check post test, but this is kind of a test to see if you're actually moving things like liquor and other stuff within the car and then things like that. But since we were a family, my mom, my dad was there in the car, so they were like, okay, fine, you can just move forward. Else I believe that they would have actually extensively checked the entire car as in such. But I would say it's a good thing. And with regards to the check post check that happened with regards to the RT-PCR test, as I mentioned earlier, we have actually taken the test 2 days prior. And so immediately once you cross the check post, or probably the cross, so there are basically two checkposts that is there, and you would have to stop at one of the checkposts, and then they ask you to fill in certain details, things like you would have to fill in for how many days that you're gonna stay. So this is where the part is. So each state has their own portals wherein which you would have to go ahead and register. And for Kerala, if you're actually traveling down to Kerala, you have different selections that you have to choose, and the website is called the Kerala Jagrathan website. The link would be given below, so that you can use that for your reference if you're actually visiting short while, which is like around 8 days of time frame. You have something called 6 months of time frame. You have business travel as well. Things like that would be readily available, so you can visit the website and know things more. So what we have chosen is the the short visit, which is like 8 days is the total number of days that you can actually stay. And the best part is that you get the e-pass immediately. So when I say immediately, once all the necessary information has been provided, all the details has been provided, then immediately what happens is you get an e-pass with a PDF file that you can actually download, right? And with that e-pass, you would have to show that. So without that, you cannot enter Kerala. So basically, if that e-pass is not available, you would have to go back, and that's how it is. But the thing is, you can actually register it immediately over there. So what the reason why I'm telling this is, when we were there, I saw one of the person who didn't do it, and they have actually asked him to do it immediately to get the e-pass for how many days that he's staying and things like that. He only had the RT-PCR test which was there and nothing else that he has done. So this is kind of a mandatory thing. So please be careful that you do that as well when you're if you're planning of visiting Kerala pretty soon, or within the last or maybe if you're traveling the next 1 week or 2 week or whatever the time frame that may be. And but it depends, as I mentioned, it depends from state to state, as in what are the portals that would be available. However, for Karnataka, we have not noticed anything that we would have to register. It's just that they would require mandatory RT-PCR test, which is a 72 hours RT-PCR test that they have mentioned. 24 to 72 hours is the maximum that you would have to take the result. So these are the main things that you would have to be careful about. with regards to the ride quality, I would say I was feeling so good after driving in Kerala, because roads were extremely good. It was fantastic, I would say. And people were wearing masks in Kerala. They were they seems to be taking more precaution than other states, like especially when we look at Bangalore, we see people wearing masks near their anyway, I don't know where and all they wear it. I know they probably wear it over here, they wear it on their ears. I don't know for what joy they wear it. But here it seems to be a little bit more, they tend to take care of things more, and which I felt that it is really good, and that's how it's supposed to be. Also, the thing is, the government is a little bit stronger. They pull up the report every single day, and so this place is a little bit of there are cases happening, so that's a good thing as well. Also, the thing is, in Kerala, it's basically bifurcated into different sites, where in which if this district is prone to more COVID, or you have a lot of COVID cases that is there. There are a lot of restrictions that is there. Luckily for us, Kannur is one of the districts where in which the cases are extremely less. So there was not much of issues that we have come across while traveling. Also, I wonder what Maya is actually doing right now. So stay tuned.